Go for liftoff in T-minus 30.
Stand by for further instructions, Minnesota Black Robe Regiment.
Secondary guidance systems engaged.
Minnesota Black Robe Regiment, it will be on my mark.
All systems are a go. All systems are a go.
Minnesota Black Robe Regiment, you are over the target. You are authorized to fire at will.
Hey, welcome to MBRR Media. This is a channel trailer for those of you who are new to the channel because I have picked up a ton of subscribers over the last month. And for those who are regular subscribers, even those who have become channel members, thank you for tuning into this, bearing with me. This is actually going to be a pretty short video, pretty short stream. And the reason for that is I'm tossing this stream over to Vet Nation Live in about 10 minutes because I'll be on there fulfilling my duties and obligations as co-host of Veteran Nation Live. And today's conversation over on Vet Nation Live is going to be, I think it's going to be worth you guys tuning in because it's going to be just Skipper and I. Kahanu had some things going on that he couldn't get away to do the show today. And so if Kahanu, for those of you that don't know, is AVA, a Veterans Affairs Media. If you haven't followed him yet, you need to. You need to show up for his shows, for his videos. His story about how he's been treated by the VA is very important. The nature of this platform, the nature of what I do has not changed in the 5+ years that I've been doing it. My philosophy hasn't changed, not in drastic ways. I mean, it's been refined and honed and challenged, which I think is something every single good thinker, every single individual who finds themselves in the realm of worldview philosophy needs to embrace. You need to embrace the honing of your philosophy. If you come at life with, I have all the answers and I know exactly what I believe about everything, and I know that everything that I believe is correct, that my opinion is not just opinion, it is fact, then you are part of the problem that is destroying the Republic of the United States. And we see this in myriad of ways. We see this in the hardcore left are absolutely convinced that they have all of the answers. The mega voters, the mega bots, the Trump can do no wrong people are maybe some of the greatest examples of people who have just no desire, no time to be challenged because their great and awesome savior, Donald Trump, has told them that everything he's doing is for the good of the country, and therefore it must be right. And that's been the nature of my platform from the beginning, is to challenge authority. If people hear this, and I want them to hear it and understand, I am anti-authoritarian, but I'm anti-authority as well. And there's a difference between being anti-authoritarian and anti-authority. There are a lot of people who are anti-authoritarian who love authority. And you're over here saying, well, TC, make that make sense. In a nutshell, being anti-authoritarian is just you don't want the other side to have power over you, telling you how to live your life. Being anti-authority means no one has authority over me, how I live my life, unless I grant them that authority. So if you have a job where you are employed by someone else and you report to a supervisor or a manager, you're granting that person authority over you. They haven't earned that authority. You've granted that authority to them. Now, I have a job, and there are people who are authorities in the line of work that I do, that I have granted them that authority. But when I tell you that I'm anti-authority, what I mean is a person in a role in public service, from a janitor at the city hall to a school board to a superintendent to a mayor to a city council to a county commission to a senator to a member of the House of Representatives to your governor, anybody. Those people are not authorities. They don't have authority over you, and they shouldn't. And the mere act of voting for a person doesn't grant them authority. That is actually you charging them with the duty to serve you. You are the authority. And that's been the nature of my channel from the get-go. From my very first day, and I challenge you to go back and watch my very first introductory video to MBRR Media. Was, everybody at that time still knew me only as Minnesota Black Robe Regiment. Some people didn't even know my name. From day one, I have been about fighting authoritarianism and proving the point that it is okay and proper, philosophically sound, to be anti-authority. And I'm not saying you have to have that worldview. I'm not saying that you have to adopt my philosophical perspective when it comes to those issues. But what I am saying is you need to be very careful about saying or lending people the power to have authority over you. In the realm, in the circles that I move in now, we talk an awful lot about anarcho-capitalism. We are capitalists, but we're anarchists. And there's a rage against that term anarchism, because people do not understand that anarchy isn't chaos and fire and looting and burning in the streets. That's not anarchy. What you see during riots is not anarchy. It's authoritarianism. It's those people saying, you be afraid of us because we are the authorities here and we'll take what we want. True anarchy simply means without rulers. Arche from the Greek, to rule, on, without, on archeia, anarcheia. It's a Greek word to be without rulers. I don't have a ruler in my life. You shouldn't have a ruler in your life. You shouldn't have a person that has the authority to tell you how to live your life or what to do with your life. Like, when I walk out the door at the end of my workday, my employer does not have authority over me. They don't have rule over me. They can't tell me how I can and cannot live. Governing authorities, especially from a biblical perspective, have a duty to God, not to not be tyrants. If you look at it from a biblical perspective, if you want to look at it strictly from a worldview perspective, they also have a duty to reward good and punish evil. And according to natural rights, the duty of government is to protect our natural rights. And that's what this channel is about. I'm not here just to talk about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. I'm here to talk about the root of the Constitution. I'm here to talk about what the Bill of Rights is, but why it matters according to natural rights. That's what I'm here for. That's what this channel is for. And so if you joined because you saw a live stream or you heard me talking somewhere in public, if you've become a channel member or subscribed or you watch because of that, stick around. You might like what you hear in one time when I speak, but there might be other times where you don't like anything at all about what I'm saying. Stick around. Be willing to be challenged and be willing to ask me questions. Push back on me. That's how you grow, and that's how I grow. And that's why I'm here. I want to give a big thank you to everybody who is a channel member for all of your support, show producers, and even those that are not at show producer level. You guys help me keep this going, and I appreciate it greatly. Now I'm going to get ready to toss over to Vet Nation Live. So please tune in, listen to what Skipper and I have to say. We're going to have a friendly debate amongst friends, and you guys are going to get to watch what a friendly debate amongst friends who have disparate viewpoints on particular issues. We're going to do that for you tonight or today or however you want to say it. So thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for being willing to listen. Until next time, my friends, Sic Semper Tyrannis.
We are going for liftoff in T-minus 30.
Stand by for further instructions, Minnesota Black Robe Regiment.
Secondary guidance systems engaged.
Minnesota Black Robe Regiment, it will be on my mark.
All systems are a go. All systems are a go.
Minnesota Black Robe Regiment, you are over the target. You are authorized to fire at